working alone. He was working with some top big men, very big shots in Nigeria. It may interest you to know that when he was apprehended, when he was caught, he made a statement that I will get out soon. I'm going to be out soon. You don't know who I am. And for somebody to make that kind of statement, to be brave enough to make that kind of statement, that means he has powerful people in high places, in top ranking places, backing him up, probably buying parts from him. For him to make that statement, for him to be bold enough to say, oh, don't worry, I'm going to be out soon, is very scary, and we need to look into that. Probably they were waiting for the case to die down and release him and probably leave the country or relocate to another state. David Hundayin via digital records, that is Frank Akpan's mobile records, has uncovered a big conspiracy that the police chose to overlook. From his mobile record, it can be seen that this killer did not work alone at all. The journalist got access to phone records of the killer that showed that at 1:17 p.m. the killer placed a call to Ini Umoren that lasted 124 seconds. At 3:38 p.m., Hinny made a call to the killer, probably to tell him that she had arrived at the venue for the interview. Because if you compare the cell tower data at the time of this call to his previous calls, you can see that it didn't change, which goes to say that he was at the venue waiting for her. As at 6:15 to 6:50 p.m. hours later, the killer makes series of contact with an unknown number. And it is worthy to note that this was also about the same time Hinny's news, the news of Hinny missing, was making rounds on Twitter, and it had begun to trend. And the question here is, why was he trying so hard to re-establish contact with this number? Probably maybe to tell him what to do next or something. But the next day, time is running out. He makes a phone call to Francisca Akpan. This could be a family member because of the similarity with the names, and she's in Calabar. He then also makes another call to Kufre Effiong. The journalist uncovered that Kufre Effiong lives in the swanky part of town, much older, much richer than Ini Umoren. What could they be discussing at this critical moment? Further research shows that the killer and this Kufre met at a certain address, and this was obtained from the mobile data. So who is Kufre Effiong, and why is the killer meeting with Kufre Effiong? First of all, let's talk about the address where the both men met. The both men had met at plot 58 G Unit, Ewet Housing Estate, and this place is home to the Uyo branch office of a medical NGO called the Center for Clinical Care and Research, Nigeria. This place was founded in 2010 by an all-star list of accomplished Nigerian American doctors. This place carries out medical outreach programs in undeserved areas of Nigeria and promotes medical best practices using a fusion of global best practices and local healthcare delivery models. Or at least it used to, because as far as it's possible to tell, its social media pages have no activity since 2017. It turns out that now this NGO is a ghost NGO. So now, probably this was the place they were using, they were using to sell the body parts. Because why on earth is Kufre meeting with Frank Akpan at this location after raping and murdering Ini Umoren? Now, let's go back to, organ trafficking. What is your body worth? Our body, for people that do not know, people sell body parts. Like a pair of eyeballs is $1,525. You can sell a coronary artery for the same price, and the heart goes for $119,000. The pint of blood is $25. A stomach, a spleen is $508. A kidney is worth $15,000. A small intestine $2,519. So these are the prices for different body parts, and it's way more cheaper than the actual body parts markets. So people go through this black market of body parts. And how do they get these body parts? By killing victims, innocent victims. Now let's go back to the whole thing. Also, as I said, it could be also for ritual purposes. You never can tell. The election is coming up. You never can tell. Really, you never can tell. A lot of things happen in Nigeria, and a lot of dark, twisted things happen in Nigeria. Satanic things happen in Nigeria. It could be for rituals. But the most important part is the foul play that has been detected. A police cover-up that is in progress. Frank Akpan, who is Hinny's killer, has said that he acted alone. But then, on May 2nd, after the press release by the Akwa Ibom State Command, they were patting themselves on the back for arresting Frank Akpan, and they sang praises of some police officers, and amongst them was a certain SP Samuel Ezugo. That the commander he sang the praises of Samuel Ezugo for the key part he played in apprehending the killer. Now, guess what? Frank Akpan placed a call to someone with a certain number, and when they ran that number, it turned out to belong to Samuel Ezugo. Why on earth is the killer contacting this police officer? Why? The police officer that is supposed to arrest him, why is he making a phone call to him? Can you smell this? Can you smell something fishy now? Akpan placed the call to Samuel Ezugo less than a minute after receiving a text message from Kufri Effiong. In other words, the senior civil servant Kufri, working at the Niger Delta Ministry, probably sent Ezugo's the police officer's number to Akpan with instructions to call him and let him handle it. No wonder he was so brave. No wonder he said, "Don't worry, I'll be out soon." No wonder he said all these things. This is so scary, because the Nigerian police are the people that are supposed to be protecting us. They are supposed to be the ones who are we supposed to run to if the people that are supposed to be protecting us are trying to cover up this kind of big murder? It's so scary. I just want to say, I'm so happy for the brave journalism that David Hundeyin carried out, and thank God he was able to bring it to the public's notice, because this is something that the Nigerian police are supposed to you have his mobile phone. Why can you not track it? You have gone to the place. You have seen bodies. You have seen textbooks and shoes that belong to people. You have forensic evidence. Why is it that they cannot carry out tests? Why is it that our our technology, forensic technology, is still behind. Why exactly? Nigeria is a country that is very rich. Why is that our forensic ability is still lacking? Because a lot of things, a lot of evidence in that place, a lot of books were uncovered, a lot of bodies were uncovered, and yet nothing is being done. This is to tell you how much of a key role the police is playing to cover up murders, to cover up kidnapping, to cover up terrorism in the country. I've heard of a story where the kidnappers will know, the police people will know that, oh, there's a kidnapper is going to come by this road, and they will just turn a blind eye. They will leave that place, like they will just leave the station that they are supposed to be in. It's just really messy. It's scary. And big shout out to David Hundeyin. Big shout out to the Newswire NGR. Right now, I think there's something fishy going on, because I tried to click on their website that has the story, the link that David Hundeyin posted. David Hundeyin is spelled David, David Hundeyin. So if you want to go check out the story, go check it out on his page on Twitter. And I tried clicking on the link that leads to the article he published, but I think it has been taken down, because I don't know, it's not working anymore. So something fishy is obviously going on, and David needs to be careful too, because at this point anything can happen. These politicians are very, very dangerous. They're very scary. They can assassinate you. Anything can happen. It's just very scary. A lot of things are going on in Nigeria, and it's just very scary. That's just all I can say. So guys, I just really needed to tell this story, because I need to get the word out there. We need to play our parts, each and every one of us, especially if you're a Nigerian. If you're not a Nigerian, just go search up the tag Justice for Hinny Umoren and just keep retweeting, keep spreading the word. They cannot sweep this one under the carpet. If we allow them to sweep this one under the carpet, we have failed Ini Umoren. It could have been me, it could have been any one of us, because this is something that happens. It's very rampant in Nigeria. I'm a job seeker. I was a job seeker. I'm a job seeker. Well, when I was seeking for a job, I could get I got two scam messages. Probably if I had gone there, I would have gotten kidnapped, raped, or who knows, killed. So that means this is something that is happening in Nigeria. They will send you an email and tell you, oh, you have been invited for an interview so date and everything. And I remember when I got that email, because I was very naive then. I just got out of school. I don't know anything about sending emails and what an email should look like a job interview email should look like. I had no idea. So I was so excited, but luckily for me, I wasn't in Lagos. So I said to my boyfriend then, my ex, I said to him, oh, I got an offer for a job. And he was like, send it to me. And I sent it to him. And before that, I tried sending it back. I tried replying the email, but I couldn't get, they said the email wasn't responding or something like that. It wasn't, I don't know what they said. And that would have smelled foul play, but I was like, oh, maybe something is broken in my internet or something. So I sent it to him, and he ran it in Nairaland. He went to Nigerian and checked it, and he was like, baby, this is a scam mail. This is a kidnapping ring or something like that. And that scared me to my bone, because and even my friend had and this is why it's very important to share things with your friend. My friend had told me about something like that she got to, and she wanted to come down from Port Harcourt to Lagos to go for this interview. And I was like, okay, send the name of the place to me, send the name of the person to me. Let me search it up. So I searched it on Instagram. I didn't see the organization. I searched it on LinkedIn. I didn't see anything. I searched it on Twitter. I didn't see anything. On YouTube, I didn't see anything. I went on Nigerian and I saw that it was a fake.